Did you know India's largest defense and energy companies just reported double-digit profit growth? Welcome to episode 7 of Prime Weekly, your one-stop market wrap for the week and what it means for you as an investor. Now let's start with the companies that made headlines this week. Azad Engineering posted a 56% jump in net profit to Rs 32.7 crore, with sales up by 30%, showing strong order execution. Aptus Value Housing Finance reported 24.5% PAT growth and declared a Rs 2 dividend driven by solid loan growth. Defense giant BEL impressed with 21.6% year-on-year profit growth backed by a Rs 74,000 crore order book, a clear sign of strength in India's defense space. In autos, Maruti Suzuki posted a 7% rise in PAT to Rs 3,293 crore, with exports soaring 42% year-on-year, offsetting softer domestic sales. Among lenders, Bank of Baroda's profit slipped by 8% year-on-year, but asset quality improved sharply to 2.16% GNPA, while Shriram Finance reported a 11.6% profit rise and declared at Rs 4.8 dividend. Infra and construction names also didn't hold back. Kalpataru Projects saw profit jump to 88% year-on-year, while NCC Limited continued its order-winning streak with Rs 7,500 crore in new contracts. In cement, JK Cement's profit grew 17% and Orient Cement delivered a whopping 2,350% year-on-year profit surge on improved margins and green power savings. Energy names added fuel. BPCL's profit rose to Rs 6,443 crore, aided by higher refining margins, while GAIL's profit fell 17% on weaker gas transmission. Tech remained stable, with Mphasis and Zensar Tech both reporting 10 to 17% profit growth, and Astra Microwave won a new Rs 285 crore defense order from the Indian Air Force. This week's pick of the week is NTPC Limited, India's largest power generator, driving India's clean energy transition with green hydrogen, renewables, and nuclear expansion. Why does it stand out? Because of its strong 10% PAT growth, Rs 7 lakh crore capex pipeline, and clear visibility towards 244 GW capacity by 2037, making it a long-term energy play. Check out the full report linked in description. Now, moving on, after a 4-week winning streak, Indian markets paused last week. The Nifty slipped 0.65% and Sensex 0.55%, closing at 25,722 and 83,938. Profit booking came in after the US Fed cut rates by 25 BPS to 3.75 to 4%, hinting it could be the last cut of 2025. Despite the dip, Nifty's support lies near 25,590 and resistance around 26,000 to 26,100. Globally, sentiment stayed mixed. In the US, 83% of S&P 500 companies beat estimates, the best since 2021, led by Amazon's AWS revenue up by 20% year-on-year. A landmark Trump-Xi trade deal in South Korea reduced tariffs on Chinese goods and paused rare earth export bans, easing supply chain pressure. Moreover, bears took charge this week. The Nifty fell 155 points, negative 0.6%, with open interest up 7.3%, signaling a short build-up. Bank Nifty also dropped 0.44%, with open interest positive 0.21%. The put-call ratio slipped from 0.75 to 0.64, showing a cautious bias. Heavy call writing at 25,900 to 26,000 marks resistance, while put writing at 25,700 to 25,800 offers near-term support. FIS turned bearish with net selling of Rs 1,612 crores in index features, with open interest up to 7,300 contracts. So, what's the takeaway? Indian markets may have paused, but earnings, strength, and large order wins continue to show momentum. Defense, energy, and auto names are driving optimism, and global cues look stabilizing. For investors, it's time to stay selective focus on companies with earnings visibility and long-term structural growth. Check out the full Prime Weekly report in the description for charts, data, and deeper insights. And if you haven't yet, hit subscribe to get your weekly dose of market intelligence and stay ahead. Until next time, This is Prime Weekly, helping you make money matter.
Investment in securities market are subject to market risks. Read all the related documents carefully before investing.